Hey guys, I'm Carl, and I want to show you how I'm going to winterize my motorcycle, which is a 2024 Honda XR150L. This is the fourth bike I've had since I learned how to ride when I turned 40 15 years ago. It's a small 150cc bike, and it's a dual sport, or on-road off-road bike, and it's also a carbureted bike, not fuel injected, and it has a choke on the left side. When you start the bike, you switch the choke lever all the way up so it's on full choke. Then press the start button, and you can give it some throttle. And then you switch it to half choke, and then when it's warmed up, you can switch the choke lever all the way down to off. When it's colder out, you can keep it on half choke longer, and on warmer days you might not need to use it at all. There's also an idle screw on the right side of the bike that you can adjust to make it idle or rev higher or lower. Mine is still in the original factory setting, but on a different bike I had, a Suzuki DR200, I used to adjust the idle screw a lot, and rode it more in the colder weather. And the other bikes I've had over the years is a 2006 Suzuki DR200 SE, which is the bike I learned how to ride on, and it's a great starter bike. A 2007 Kawasaki Ninja 250, and a 2002 Buell Blast 500. When I bought this bike last year, I also purchased 3 years of prepaid maintenance, and at the end of the summer for my first service at 600 miles, the guy told me a few things about winterizing it. After I put a fuel stabilizer in, and I use seafoam and add a few ounces to the tank, and then ride it around so it gets into the system, and I'm ready to stop riding for the winter, I turn the fuel petcock to off, and then I run the bike until it dies. This way the gas gets emptied from the carbs, which has small holes that can be gummed up from the gas that sits. And after it runs until it dies, wait a few seconds, and then open the throttle all the way up for 5 seconds, to help the carbs air out and dry. And in the spring, turn the petcock back to on, and fuel from the tank will fill back into the carbs, and it should be good to start. And this is the first time I'm taking the battery out of the bike and putting it on a tender inside my home. In the past, I would start the bike each week, so the battery wouldn't die from sitting, and also would ride it around my parking lot a little, but I think this way will be easier, especially when it gets cold. And the last thing I'll do is about once a week I'll move the bike a few inches forward or backwards so it's not sitting on the same patch of tires for months. And I'll keep my usual cover on it. Last year I bought this shelter tent and it worked well for a while, but even with 150 pounds of weight attached to the base to weigh it down, the strong wind from the winter destroyed it and also caused my bike to fall over. Hopefully in the spring, everything will be good, and I'm looking forward to riding again then.